Pride Memorial historically was a time for us in the LGBT community to remember those we have lost, to venerate their legacies ever memorialized on the photo memorial wall, conceptualized by stalwart creative Cyrus Sylvester. These pictures that we gaze upon, mounted on the photo memorial wall, were of our fallen brothers and sisters, lost to HIV and AIDS. I have gazed upon that wall now for over a decade, reminiscing with friends about deceased icons, while we trade memories and epic stories about events we shared with them, worthy of blockbuster cinematography. It is not lost on me, coming out of the end of the coronavirus pandemic, that I also have lived through the pandemic of HIV and AIDS. Life-saving antiretroviral medication has meant that persons are now living longer with HIV. But as these two pandemics collide and persons were asked to sequester in their homes, persons found themselves caught between the risk of venturing out and contracting the coronavirus and maintaining their adherence to antiretroviral medication, as their ability to access this life-prolonging medication was compromised. Still, as we count these faces on the photo memorial wall, we also count the years of a movement for full recognition of citizenship for LGBT persons in Trinidad and Tobago. However, of late, we have had to add new faces to this wall. Not of persons who we have lost to HIV and AIDS, although it is ever much present and still snatching young lives from us before they have had chance to make silver screen stories of their own. We have had to gaze upon photos of fellow community members lost to us by murder. The latest of which was Anthony Mark Singh. Known in some circles as Mariah, he was one of the brightest stars that I have ever known. If ever there was a life worthy of a Hollywood storyline, it was his. Violence based on someone's gender identity, gender expression, or sexual orientation is an issue that we cannot close our eyes to, that we cannot let the powers that be close their eyes to. Their indifference to our vulnerability makes it so that too many of us hide our fundamental need for love. We hide it from our families, co-workers, and friends. This means that the environment for us to have visible relationships, romantic or otherwise, is discouraged. We hide our love from our families, not letting them know where we are, who we are with, where we are going, or who we invite into our homes. So many of us can say that we've had close friends for years, yet never met or are even able to name a single member of their family. However, there are others who seek to take advantage of this vulnerability for sinister reasons. Just as these pictures gave visibility to the plight of the HIV and AIDS epidemic for the LGBT community, all of you present here tonight give visibility to our humanity. We cannot afford to be afraid to let them see us, to let them see every queer color on that pride flag. Because it is by seeing us, truly seeing us, that law enforcement will take seriously the murder of a member of our community. That our families and friends will not be ashamed to insist on justice when such tragedies happen. That the public healthcare system will take seriously that HIV and AIDS is still an issue for the LGBT community. That the state will take seriously that marriage equality matters. That policymakers will take seriously that trans healthcare is a human rights issue. Just as we in Friends for Life insist on putting up these faces to be seen without fear or favor every year, I choose to show up every day to be seen for real. Because we must be seen. Because as we see from the Pride Memorial Wall, our very lives matter for it.